Hi there, Mark here. Back on the river at Oundle as normal, so nothing new in that. We'll put a slight twist on it today for you. We're still going to fish Hemp and Tares, but we're going to do it in a different way. Here's my rig. What the hell's that, you're asking? I know, I don't even know what it is myself. That's alien to me. Now what I've got is I've got an inline dibber that I can move up and down the line, or I can actually have the bait sliding through it a bit like a jigger if I want to, if I alter it. 2 foot deep, size 16 hook, and tares, because after 2 or 3 pouchfuls went in this morning, the fish were on the surface, coming up every time the bait hit the surface. So that's what we're doing today. We're catching them shallow in a kind of commercial style. Anyway, we're going to have a bit of a go, and then we'll show you what's going on. And there we go. That's the third fish I've caught actually working the float as a jigger. Just letting the bait up and down, irritating the roach. Yeah, not the biggest roach in the river, but there's plenty of these fish coming right to the surface every time I feed or slap. I've caught a couple of bigger roach, but I've caught them on corn at full depth. Obviously they're sitting below these smaller ones that's getting a bit frenzied at the minute, but yeah, it's interesting. New method, never fished it in my life, and not seen anybody sort of doing it on the river, so who knows, it could be useful to you, it might not. Okay, well that's the session over. I've given it 4 hours, which is plenty for today. I started off at full depth on a conventional hemp rig, caught a few fish, but like I say, as I started feeding, I noticed the fish come straight up in the water and they were boiling the surface. So that was the ideal chance to try out something I've been going to try out for a couple of weeks now. So basically, used an inline dibber, fished 2 feet deep, and caught 90% of my fish up in the water real shallow. Also moved the stop bead on it as well and fished it as a jigger. Again, caught some fish, but actually it was more effective as a dibber today. I don't know about on another day, I don't know, because I'm not familiar with this kind of fishing, but it was interesting nonetheless to actually do something different, because obviously fishing too shallow on the river with a conventional strung out rig, you know, if you're fishing 2 or 3 feet deep, you're just going to get in tangles, and you know, it's just going to be really awkward, whereas the inline dibber just doesn't seem to tangle. So we'll have a look at the fish in a minute and see how we got on, but it's something I'd definitely try again, although it's not quite as relaxing as you know, fishing a conventional rig. It's a bit busier, especially as I was slapping it as well, because every time I slapped it on the water the roach came up to it. So yeah, food for thought, and we'll have a look at the fish anyway and see what we've got. I don't know how often, I've had a few pounds, so anyway, we'll have a look. Cheers. Okay, well there we have it. Had 4 hours fishing basically on a dibber, 2 foot deep, on the River Nene at Oundle, and we've got a nice catch there. Got 8 pounder roach. Most of them are very small, ounce and 2, but I've had a few better stamp fish. But to be quite honest, I think the better fish were sitting below them. But like I say, we did something different today, just to make a change, because keep doing the same thing all the time gets a bit boring. Anyway, give it a go sometime. See how you get on. Cheers. See you later.